now you can study about enthalpy of reaction. Then types of enthalpy of reactions. So in case of enthalpy of reaction, here it may be a delta H of types of enthalpy reaction, enthalpy of formation, enthalpy of combustion, enthalpy of transition, enthalpy of solution, enthalpy of neutralization. Then in enthalpy of vaporization, there is a phase changes. In phase transformation, we can write like this: enthalpy of vaporization, enthalpy of fusion, enthalpy of sublimation, and enthalpy of atomization. Molecule to atoms, that is called enthalpy of atomization. Then we can also study bond dissociation enthalpy or even bond energies, and lattice enthalpy or lattice energy. So these are important terms in thermochemistry. So enthalpy of reaction, take one example. H2 plus O2 gives H2O. Now make it a variance equation. 2O, 1O, multiply by 2S2, 2S2. It is simple equation or what chemical equation or balanced chemical equation. It is not said to be thermochemical equation. So in thermochemistry, compulsory you use thermochemical equations. Now make it a thermochemical equation by writing its physical state: gas, liquid. Standard state of the water is liquid and standard state of H2O2 are gases. Then delta H value minus 571 kilojoule per mole. Minus 5 for this reaction. This is the reaction. Delta HR minus 571 kilojoules of heat is liberated when 2 more of water is formed. This is the enthalpy of reaction value. Then in these what types we can study: enthalpy of formation. And here importance given to only product side. See here, 1 mole of a compound. 1 mole of a compound formed from its elements. Elements of H2O, they are H2 and O2. But now I told it should be always 1 mole. In enthalpy of formation, 1 mole of a compound is formed and elements. And balance it. Here S2, O2. Here O2, here O. Therefore make it 1 by 2 O2. 2 to cancel, 1 O. But this is the equation in case of what? Enthalpy of formation. Then delta H value. See here, it's half I taken. It's half. Therefore, half of this value minus 2 by 2. How much we get? 283.5. 6, 7, 8. Minus 283.5 kilojoules. Then, but half of this value is what? 1 mole. But this value is said to be enthalpy of formation of water equal to 283 kilojoules. And this indicate what? When 1 mole of water is obtained from 1 mole hydrogen, half mole oxygen, 283.5 kilojoules of heat is liberated. Therefore, enthalpy of formation of water is 283.5 kilojoules. Solving the problems, I am using this method. If there is a word enthalpy of formation, there is a right arrow mark and compound formula first. Then LHS, what its elements, whatever we write here formula, their elements you write. Next, this is for what formation. When we use delta H not power 0, when you write power 0 in thermodynamics, thermochemistry, etc. If it is standard state, then standard state means existence of the substance or matter at 298 K and 298 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure or 1 bar pressure. But if it is at 298 K, then standard state. Therefore, at 25 degrees Celsius, how the water is liquid form. gas O2, S2. That's why I write the physical state of the compounds. Then standard enthalpy of formation of any element fixed as 0. Enthalpy of formation of iron Fe equal to 0. Enthalpy of formation of O2 equal to 0. H2 equal to 0. But H2O equal to this value. If it is elemental form, delta H value found to be 0. That too, delta H of that is in standard state found to be 0. Then, if delta H value less, HF, HCl, HBr, HI, lowest value, let it be minus 300, minus 200, minus 100, minus 50. Therefore, highest value 50, lowest value 300. Therefore, delta H naught of F. Lower the delta H naught, lower the standard enthalpy of formation, then higher is the what stability. Therefore, using standard enthalpy formation values, we can decide which compound is more stable, less stable. If value is less, delta H more negative, or value is less, then the compound is said to be what? More stable. Delta H for CO2 minus 393.5. Delta H for water minus 283.5. Yes, less value minus 393. Therefore, CO2 more stable than water. CO2 is said to be more stable than water. Means using this value, we can study stability of compounds, standard enthalpy formation. And in standard enthalpy formation, importance is given to right side. 1 mole of a compound is formed from its elements. The delta H value is said to be enthalpy of formation. Next, in the enthalpy of combustion, what happens? Enthalpy of combustion. Any compound you take, compound or element. Yes, I started with LHS. In enthalpy of combustion, LHS is important. Formation, RH is important. Okay. 1 mole of a compound, 1 mole of element. Here any number I can add, here anything I can add. Moles any mole, but here 1 mole is important. Enthalpy change, CO2 plus water, CO2, delta H equal to. But in some papers you can see, instead of delta H they will give, yes, if the exothermic reaction, right side they are giving here plus, endothermic reaction here minus. But if you want to write delta H term, okay, remove plus and write delta H equal to negative value. Plus change into negative because you told it is exothermic. Then delta H value negative. Next. Anything burns in air, then always what they liberate heat. Therefore, in first case also negative value minus 890 kilojoules. Minus 890 kilojoules in first case. Now balance it, 1 carbon, 4H, 2H2, 2O plus 2O, 4O, 2O. O2 is a gas, CO2 gas, H2O. Yes, written here, compound or element must be 1 mole, important, 1 mole. And here, any number of mole you take. Don't worry about the moles here. But in case of enthalpy combustion, 1 mole of compound or element completely burnt in excess of air. The enthalpy change is called. Enthalpy change is said to be enthalpy of combustion. And the significance, using these values, one can compare what calorific values, or we can calculate a calorific value and about which substance is having a higher calorific value, lower calorific value. So which one gives more heat, less heat. All these we can study by using what enthalpy of combustion. Then in case of transition, see what happens, enthalpy of transition. But after telling all these points, we will solve the problems on what thermodynamics and thermochemistry. Now, in case of transition, carbon diamond to carbon graphite, delta H equal to minus 1.5 kilojoules. Diamond carbon to graphite carbon minus. Now again we got minus value here. If you write minus value, delta is negative value, yes, what happened? Reactant energy more than product energy. Therefore, energy falls. Then it is exothermic. But product more stable or less stable if energy decrease. Okay. Low energy substance more stable. So always remember, graphite more stable than diamond. Graphite more stable than diamond. Hence here, while converting diamond to graphite, energy released. Now, 1 mole of allotropic form of the element converted to another form at a constant transition temperature, the heat change is called enthalpy of transition, because you are taking 1 mole, 1 mole. 1 mole converted into 1 mole. That is said to be enthalpy transition. And even allotropic transition is also there. And there we are using crystalline form, one crystalline form to another crystalline form, 1 mole to 1 mole. That is called what? Polymorphic transition, or this is allotropic transition. Polymorphic transition, crystals are used, like sodium sulfate, decahydrate. And here 1 mole of element, and there 1 mole of a crystal in case of what? Polymorphic transition. But here it is allotropic transition. Diamond to graphite, red phosphorus to white phosphorus to black phosphorus. Like this change in the physical state in case of allotropes. You can study in what? Enthalpy of transition. Then in solution, yes, ammonium nitrate salt, 1 mole of ammonium nitrate dissolved in water. Now it gives ammonium nitrate in aqueous solution. 1 mole of a salt or 1 mole of a substance dissolved in excess of water, such that on further dilution that enthalpy remains same. That is called enthalpy solution. Then here in case of solids, if solid is added to water, then heat may be liberated or absorbed. But heat liberation and absorption depend upon what? Delta H solution equal to delta H solution equal to delta H hydration energy plus lattice energy. Hydration enthalpy and lattice enthalpy. And here only I have written about lattice enthalpy, and even lattice enthalpy studied even in other topics, chemical bonding. Lattice energy required to break 1 mole of a ionic crystal. Energy required to break 1 mole of ionic crystal to its constituent ion, that is cation anion. Cation anion in the gaseous state or gas phase. That is called what? Lattice enthalpy or lattice energy. But here actually energy required, I told you. Energy required to break. Here hydration, when the molecule is hydrated, always heat liberated. Hydrated, always heat is liberated. Therefore, if hydration enthalpy greater than lattice enthalpy, then the vessel is hot. If lattice enthalpy greater than hydration enthalpy, then vessel is cold. Therefore, the solution may be hot or cold, depend upon type of compound, depend upon type of salt, type of substance used. Therefore, enthalpy solution depend upon the values of hydration enthalpy and lattice enthalpy. Hydration enthalpy and lattice enthalpy. Next. Okay. Enthalpy of neutralization. NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. Delta H equal to minus 57.3 kilojoules. All are aqueous solution in liquid. This reaction is called neutralization reaction. It is said to be neutralization reaction. Next. When any acid base mix, then they form salt and water, and always heat is liberated. Here I put always. See, always heat liberated in case of enthalpy of combustion and enthalpy of neutralization. Always I put in these two cases. Which one? Enthalpy of neutralization and enthalpy of combustion. Always delta H negative. But in case of formation, may be positive negative. Transition may be positive negative. Then enthalpy of solution may be positive negative. But enthalpy of vaporization, fusion, sublimation, atomization, yes, bond energy, all these values are said to be positive only. But only negative in case of enthalpy of neutralization and enthalpy of combustion, always negative. Then, so we can calculate delta H values in case of weak acid weak base. Delta H of ionization of weak acid weak base, delta Hn plus 57.3 kilojoules. But this value given in the question paper for weak acid or weak base, and substitute here, that is also minus value, and add this one, and we get how much quantity of energy absorbed by that weak molecule, maybe acetic acid or ammonium hydroxide. Weak acid, acetic acid, and weak base, ammonium hydroxide example. Those we can use to solve the problems. And this shows one mole of H plus 1 mole of OH minus combined to give 1 mole of H2O. This is the key reaction in enthalpy of neutralization, and always if it is 1 mole H plus 1 mole OH minus, when they combine to give H2O, always the heat liberated equal to minus 57.3 kilojoule. This is called strong acid strong base value, or 1 mole H 1 mole OH value. Okay. And using this standard value, yes, we can calculate for any number of mole of H plus and OH minus that neutralization value. Okay. Then, in case of sublimation, fusion, delta H, vaporization, fusion, etc. In vaporization, H2O N2 H2O G. Fusion, H2O S2 H2O L. Fusion. Sublimation, CO2 solid to CO2 gas. Liquid to gas, boiling. That is called vaporization. 1 mole. In all the cases, we are using 1 mole. 1 mole of liquid is changed to gases. At its what boiling point. Then the delta H value, how much heat supplied to convert 1 mole of water into 1 mole of gaseous water, liquid water, gaseous water, and that heat value is said to be enthalpy of vaporization. Delta H value, and this is a plus Q kilojoules. Whatever heat absorbed, that you write here. Similarly for fusion, a conversion of solid to liquid by heating again means you have to give heat. Conversion of solid to liquid, that is called melting point. Melting point is your fusion, and boiling point vaporization. Okay. Then 1 mole of a solid converted into 1 mole of liquid at its melting point. Then heat required, means delta H value, is said to be enthalpy of what fusion. Then sublimation, conversion of 1 mole of a solid to 1 mole of gas, 1 mole of solid to 1 mole of gas without melting. Below its what melting point, then it is said to be enthalpy of sublimation. An example, dry ice into gaseous carbon dioxide. And enthalpy of atomization, see what happened in enthalpy of atomization. But for details, you can refer NCERT book or any CET books. But in brief, I am telling synopsis wrote on the topic. Now, all these points you should know. Then only you can answer many questions in what question bank. I give question bank, and those questions you can solve. So in the atomization process, CH4 gives C plus 4H to convert 1 mole of methane to 1 mole of carbon, 4 mole of H. But these are atoms, and whatever delta H is there, is called the positive. It is also positive. enthalpy of atomization. Hydrogen H2 H into 2H O2 into 2O. Yes, it may be element or molecule changed into atoms, and delta H value is called enthalpy of atomization. Okay, and similarly we can study bond energy. Here also same, bond energy and enthalpy atomization meaning same. Conversion of a molecule to atoms. Then whatever energy required to break the bonds, that is said to be bond energy. But if it is identical bonds here, CH4, 4 bonds are identical, but energy required to break this bond different, different. Therefore, add all the bond energy values, bond decision enthalpy values. Then we get the total value. But if you want to calculate bond energy and find its average value, so total value by 4, that gives the bond energy of CH in case of methane. But in case of monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic, but here diatomic molecules, H2, O2, N2, etc. Bond energy and bond dissociation energy same, and there is no mean bond enthalpy. If it is C double bond C, C single bond C, C double bond C has a higher bond energy value. C triple bond C, C double bond C, C triple bond C has a higher value. N triple bond N and O double bond O. Yes, N triple bond N has a higher bond energy. If number of bonds are more or if bond order is higher, its bond energy value higher. Okay, so like this we can study in what enthalpy reactions and thermochemistry. Then comes laws in thermochemistry and delta G term, and that I'll cover in the next video, and also we'll solve problems on what thermodynamics, thermochemistry. There is in the next video we will solve questions based on the